Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Odin's Movie Blog. I am the critic who is a cynic. How is everyone doing this evening? Welcome back to Asgard. Hope you are all doing quite well on this Saturday evening. So glad to have you once again. Tonight we'll be talking a bit about Rambo and all of the crazy political activists pretending to be critics who have been driving down the scores for that film. We'll also be talking a little bit John Wick Chapter 3 because there's currently a live giveaway over on my Subscribestar/Patreon right now for anyone that is a $5 or up backer. So that's something that we'll talk about a little bit because John Wick Chapter 3 is fantastic. Not to mention that it is now the fastest selling movie, or at least it's the most profitable movie on post theatrical release for Lionsgate in the past 5 years, which is very impressive, especially since it just recently came out on Blu-ray and DVD, so that's also very exciting. And anything else that you want to talk about from the pop culture, from movies, anything at all, I literally just posted about a minute ago a movie review for a movie that I was sent from NVD Visual, and it is the movie In the Aftermath. It's a very interesting film because it actually cuts together scenes from an anime that they then repurposed and added on live action scenes to try and fill in some of the gaps left by the anime, but also to make its own unique original story too. And it's something that actually works better than one might think. I wouldn't say that it's my favorite movie out there. I gave it a solid B overall, but it's still very interesting. So if you want to hear more of my thoughts on this, check out the video review over on the Welcome to Asgard channel. You guys freaking rock. Let's go ahead and shout out some people in the chat. We got Mr. Peabody. What's going on, bruv? Hyper and X13. Tina's here. What is going on? Blake Hemlow's here. Blake Kirku's here. Ryan Summers. What's going on? Ryan Summers. Laura. Ryan Stolman fanfiction story. What's going on? Laura. Mark Lazarth. What's going on, man? Glad to see you once again. 2 nights in a row. Mirror Jeremy's here. What's going on? Captain Winkster. Odin, I hope you have caught up on your mandated Rambo content. Also, all Mexicans are evil. I have not seen Rambo Last Blood yet. But we are going to be doing a giveaway tonight of 2 4K copies of Rambo First Blood in a protest of the crazy political activists that are driving down the scores for Rambo Last Blood, because everything that I'm hearing from people that have actually seen the movie is that, yeah, it's not a great movie, but it's damn fun because it's a Rambo film, and that's what Rambo films do. It's all about the action. It's all about people getting killed. It's all about the hyper-violence, which for some reason some of these critics don't seem to understand is what one of the main purposes of the films has always been. You even have some other people on YouTube now who have been actually people I know that there are people that watch this channel that have been fans of people like Grace Randolph in the past, and now because of film reviews like she's doing for this one, now people are starting to move away from her because she's shown herself to be a shill. She's shown herself to be a political activist pretending to be a critic, and that is not what film criticism needs. As I enjoy a delicious strawberry and banana smoothie. Shout out to Freya for that. Hybrid X13 says, random news, Diane Nelson, co-president of DC, defends the violence of Joker while saying she has had conflict with Zack Snyder and Jeff Johns. Could this be why DC has been in turmoil? Well, I don't know about that because obviously I think that the reason why DC's been in turmoil is probably behind the scenes stuff, so that would not surprise me all that much, but also too because their initial films were just not very strong. And we can say that it was because of studio interference until we're blue in the face, but it also comes down to Zack Snyder not being as talented of a filmmaker as some people. I mean, again, if you're a Zack Snyder fanboy out there and you watch this channel and you blindly love every single thing that man does, again, I'm sorry, but you're not going to find any love for that guy as a film creator here on this channel. Because, again, I think that he is overhyped, overrated, and there is not a single film he has done that has aged well enough for me to actually want to see it again. I have no desire to see Watchmen again. I have no desire to see 300 again. And I used to love 300, but that film has aged so poorly and is so boring that I soon realized, oh yes, this guy just does not have any talent. And again, you can disagree with me all you want, but I'm not going to be defending him. So I think that the reason why DC's in turmoil is because of bad filmmaking and also bad management behind the scenes. I think that's what it ends up coming down to. I think that's what everything comes down to in the end. Let's see. Tina, what's going on? Tina. What is going on? Stephanie B is here. Hey-o, what is going on? Stephanie B, how are you doing? Glad to have you here once again. I got both my Valkyries in the house tonight. Alex Carter says, howdy, Odin. How's it going? It's Saturday, so I'm sneak listening to the live stream while watching movies with the wife. Why do you always have to sneak, man? Why don't you bring her into the discussion? Why don't you bring her into the stream? Say, hey, on Saturdays, instead of watching movies, we're going to watch Odin. Or even better, we're going to do both at the same time. Maybe. Just maybe. Give it a shot. See what happens. Take a chance. Take a breath. But don't sneak around. Even if it's listening to my live stream, don't sneak around, man. Sneaking around in marriage is not a good thing. Even if it's just listening to a YouTube channel on a live stream. You should do it, man. Let's see. Laura says, I've unsubscribed from Grace Randolph because she blocked a bunch of Fandom Menace peeps for no reason. Well, there you go. So yeah, she's losing a lot of people for a wide variety of reasons. And Laura is someone that really liked Grace Randolph. I remember that she would always throw stories that Grace would be talking about my way, and had a lot of respect for her. She didn't always agree with her, but again, that's what kind of the whole point of life is, right? You agree, you disagree on certain things, but as long as we can come back together at the end of the day, that's all that matters. But yeah, obviously she's showing herself to not really be as kind of in the middle, or at least somewhat in the middle, as some of us thought that she was. So that's really sad, because I thought that she was better than that. Okay, our man Bruce, who I got a package that I got to open tonight on stream, says, I had a strong reaction to Grace while listening to her today. I must count myself among those you just spoke of. Yeah, I think that a lot of people that used to really be a fan of her channel, or at the very least would listen to her from time to time, hearing her thoughts about Last Blood and how she's buying into this media narrative, this media spin of trying to just destroy the film without actually going into what the film itself is. Again, you can talk about Last Blood. Again, I haven't seen it yet myself, but I plan to. But you can talk about, oh, the acting's not good. You can say, oh, the lighting's not good. You can say, oh, the story's not good. And to me, those are valid criticisms, right? Those are things where I can list back and I can say, you know what? I might disagree with you on certain things, but I can at least hear what you have to say on that. But the minute you start bringing up Trumpism, and again, many reviews have brought this up, the minute you start bringing up blatant racism, xenophobia, etc., when all the story does is take place at a certain place in time in which certain things happening are things that are actually happening now, that is not them pushing a political agenda. It's them talking about something that's actually happening now. And these people in their ivory towers in Hollywood, these people in their ivory towers in the movie review studio, in the movie review room, and wherever it is that they're writing their reviews, they are so protected from what's actually going on. They have no idea that some of the things that are said in Washington, some of the things that are said at the White House are actually true. And it's really bad. When you start to say nothing you say is real, nothing you say is true, that is bad. And that goes for all sides, right? There are going to be things at CNN, New York Times, things and places that I don't really trust that much anymore will say truth, right? There are going to be times when they say things that are true, when they report on actual events as they happen. We can't just blindly say everything you say is a lie, even when a lot of it is, right? In the same way, too, we can't just say, I'm not going to believe anything this person says because of this, that, and the other, because that's exactly what the critics are doing right now with everything that has even some connection. Even if there isn't one, they will find some connection to Orange Man Bad. They will always try and find a way back, because in their minds, there is nothing that he can say, nothing that he can fight for, nothing that he can do that could possibly ever be good. And this over-demonization, right, of him and other people, Hollywood, politics, etc., is bad. We should never ever get to that point where we think every single thing someone does is always bad. Because at the end of the day, there's going to be certain things Grace Randolph does, right? And you can block her, you can unsubscribe her, and I think those are valid reactions to the ways that she's been acting herself. But that doesn't mean, and I know that no one on this channel is saying this about her, that doesn't mean that every video she's going to be doing from now on is worthless, right? I'm sure she's still got an insider. I'm sure she's still going to be breaking stories and talking about news, right? So there's certain things that are still going to be able to come from her that can be valuable. But yeah, I mean, seriously, going back to it though, the reaction that movies like Last Blood are getting are just so infuriating, because it all comes from this real, and again, it's becoming even more real, or at least more apparent of it being real, this TDS, this Trump derangement syndrome, where anytime someone hears the man's name or sees anything that has to do with them, they immediately freak out and think, no, we can't. Nothing is true. Nothing can be true from this person. It's like, no, that is blatantly a false way to look at things. And it's getting very, 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 very old very quickly. Ryan Summers says, you should give us your straight life. You should give up your straight lifestyle and put on some rum, vodka, or tequila in that smoothie. Oh, my straight edge lifestyle? Yeah. At first I was like, what are you trying to say there? My straight edge lifestyle? No. The pure smoothie itself is, it's good. It is delicious. Sorry to turn that into ASMR for a second. Will Gentry says, Grace Randolph has had those tendencies for some time now. Thought it got worse recently, as exemplified by going full woke in her Rambo review tweet. Oh, I think that she definitely woke up a lot of people to that because of that tweet. But I think that she had enough balance beforehand because obviously, she, like most people in her position, are going to be of a certain political bent, right? But I think that some people, right? I think that some people are going to, at the very least, be able to take up, okay, some of the things you say I don't agree with, some of the things you say I do agree with, and so I can take the balance there. But when you start to say things like what she said for Rambo, that's when you start to make people realize, oh, wait a minute, no, you are just downright nutty. You are just downright nutty. What is going on, D-Live people? Sorry, very sorry indeed for coming to you guys late. But I'm glad to see y'all all here. Mr. Peabody says, that's why I sent you my video. It's a Rambo film. Exactly. And I watched your review, man, and you're absolutely right. Mr. Peabody sent me his movie review for Rambo, and it's very true. He says, it's a Rambo movie. If you go in expecting a Rambo movie, you will be happy. And that's what I'm expecting going in, and so I assume that I will also be happy. Mr. Peabody says, I want to see a Rambo film where Rambo comes to Australia and takes on the Magpies, or is it Magpies? About to say, I hope I'm pronouncing that right, man. Captain Mr. Roy, what's going on, Captain Mr. Roy? He says, I just watched Rambo Last Blood and Ad Astra. Rambo is a fun movie to watch. Ad Astra is very boring. That's what I've heard about Ad Astra. I have also heard, though, that critics are now starting to try and take over that film and trying to say that it fights against toxic masculinity. But then from people that I trust that have actually seen it, I was able to talk to John Flickinger, and he said, no, there's like none of that. He says it's boring, and overall, it's not the best film that I've seen. But even he was like, no, but there's really no messaging to it, and that's a good thing, right? But it really is symbolic of where we are right now in Hollywood, where we are right now in film criticism, where even films that have no political motives to them, like Rambo and Ad Astra, we can look at them both in that same category, where all of a sudden now, every single part of it, every single thing about it has to become political, even when there's no politics to be found. It's just ridiculous, man. Just let movies be movies. Just let fans be fans. Stop trying to control the narrative. Stop trying to control society, Hollywood, movie critics, because you're going to drive more people away from it than not. Mr. Peabody says, the bird, not the football team. Okay, the Magpies. Okay, I got you, man. That makes a lot more sense. I needed a little bit of context there because I was like, wait a minute. I don't know everything about Australia. Maybe I should at this point. Oh, man. All right, let's see. Going back to the YouTube chat. How's it going, everybody? Glad to have all of you here. All right, let's see. Where are we right now? All right, Random Note of Dooms here says, Hail Odin. Happy Batman Day 2019. I'm watching The Dark Knight right now, and yesterday a bunch of people went to Area 51. Now I want to see Batman beat up some aliens. Yeah, I heard about 15 people got arrested, so thank God no one got, killed in the process. Glad to hear that it ended up not really being anything. And obviously now we're past the event. I think they were still planning to have an actual festival for the event because they got over 1 million people to sign up. So I wonder if the festival that was nearby did well and was fine and didn't have anything going on, but it was just these 15 or so crazy people. Super says, I'm okay, thanks. Currently working on tons of homework. Finally got started on it and realized I spent 25 minutes writing a paragraph I didn't need. I'm annoyed, but Asgard makes me happy. Well, I'm glad Asgard makes you happy, and I'm very sorry to hear that. That's always sad when you're starting something and then you realize, I don't need any of this. This does not work. This just does not have anything going on. Captain Will Gentry says, just for the record, I was almost on time tonight. You were very close. You're a lot closer to being on time than you normally are, Captain Will Gentry. That's for sure. But thanks for being here. Rogue Baron says, yo, what's up? Haven't been here in a long time, but finally caught up on my college work. Awesome, Rogue Baron. Glad to hear it. Never fall behind on that work, man, because it will pile up very quickly. Glad to hear it. Stevie says, any comment on Google developing a new supercomputer that could crack the digital army defense? Pretty scary stuff, man. Yeah, I don't want that. Let's not have a private corporation creating technology that can crack into the federal government or anything that has to do with the federal government, especially when it comes to national defense, because I'm sure no one could hack into it and use it for wrong. I'm sure that no one could actually try to abuse that system and abuse those workarounds. No one would do that, right? Of course not. Oh, man. Oh, man. Yeah, let's not do that, please. Hi, Prince says, at what age or time did you start analyzing or looking at movies from a different perspective? And if so, what was the first film that influenced your love of filmography? Well, I've loved films for a long time. I mean, I grew up on films, grew up, of course, on Disney. I think that early films that had a major impact on my life would be films like Jaws. Still afraid of open water to this day because of that film. And so that definitely was a film that, always came back in my mind because I'm like, this film, even though it's just a film, has had such an tremendous impact on my life, to the point where I'm making decisions now and have feelings that still to this day, are still the same as they were when I was a child about open water. And then also I would say Jurassic Park's in there too, because Jurassic Park scared the crap out of me as a child also. So I guess that I've always been a fan of film. I think that when everything really started, as far as me starting to really enjoy film and start to realize just how many films I had seen and that I wanted to see more, was when I was in high school, probably about ninth grade year. That's when I started to actually go to the theater every single weekend. I mean, I have movie theaters, it was in my freshman year. It was actually my freshman year of high school. I have movie tickets. When I started collecting my movie stubs, I have tickets dating back to 2003, and my first movie ticket is Mean Girls, which is an excellent film. Still to this day, it's aged very well, I would say. And overall, I would say that it was because of the fact I was at the theater every weekend, meaning I saw almost every film that came out between 2003 and 2007. I kept it up pretty well, I would say, after high school too, into college. But it was definitely, I think, the most movies I saw at any given time were during those years when I was in high school, because I had some really good friends, and also I had many groups of friends, because I had my middle school group of friends, I had my old grammar school group of friends, and I had my high school friends. And so because I had these different groups, I ended up seeing some movies multiple times, or seeing different movies on different nights of the weekend. And I think that that's really where my love of film really came for, I would say, for sure. So DB says, Ivory Towers? Yes, exactly like that spelling. Blake A. Hemlo says, I will watch Monday's stream. I'm too busy tonight running a party at my household. I might not have a stream on Monday, to be honest, because I'm going to be burnt out. I've been kind of feeling some burnout lately, and so I think I'm going to be taking a break on Monday, and I might make that permanent. I'll keep you guys posted on that if that becomes a permanent thing, but I still plan to do the Tuesday low councils, the Friday Nerdrotic streams, because I get to the Friday Nerdrotic streams, and I'm just so tired, and that's why I got to the point where this past Friday, yesterday, I had to leave the stream early, because I was just like, I can't. My back is killing me right now because I've been sitting for so long. And, streaming 4 days a week is already, I think, and also it's also someone that wants to maybe start to add some random things on the weekends when I have the time. I think that as far as my week schedule goes, I might start to pull one stream back, and it's probably going to be the Monday stream, because Tuesday Low Council I love that time. I love that time slot. It works out very well with Freya as well. But yeah, because now I'm adding on the Friday Night Tight stream to my streaming schedule, I think that I might start to take away the Monday stream. But this Monday is 90% sure not happening, and it could be that way in the future too. But I will keep you guys posted. Mr. Roy, thank you so much, man. Dropping 2 diamonds over on D-Live. Mr. Roy, Captain Mr. Roy. Thank you so much for the 2 diamond donation. Raining diamonds over here. You're absolutely right about that, Captain K-Man. Captain K-Man, I got a package from you that I'm opening up tonight also. We'll get to those once I catch up on the chat. Captain Dean High says, sorry I'm late again. I'm almost always on time. It's okay, man. People are late. It happens. As long as you're here and as long as you're fine and healthy, that is all that matters. Alex McCarthy says, funny thing is she sees me typing. I just call it sneak listening because that is what she called it. But yeah, earbud in one ear while watching 2008 Rambo. Nice, dude. Yeah, because I need to watch Rambo 3, 2008 Rambo, and then... So Alex McCarthy, you might know better than anyone else on the stream. I'm sure others know, but he's, of course, my go-to 80s person. But is it that, as Rhino's youth, thank you very much for subscribing on Twitch. I really don't do much on Twitch anymore, but thank you. I appreciate it anyway. Fun story about possibly more Twitch or at least D-Live streams coming up in the near future, and I'll explain that in a second. Hopefully, though, of course, with my ADD mind, it might end up getting lost. But Alex McCarthy, can you let me know, is the way that, and I'm sure I can look it up for myself, but obviously y'all know my mind's already fractured anyway, is the way that it works Rambo First Blood, Rambo First Blood Part 2, Rambo 3, and then Rambo 4, which is Rambo 2008, and then this one's the 5th Rambo. Is that how it works? Please let me know if that's not the case. I know that the delay is not nearly as much on DLive, so my DLive people might actually let me know beforehand. Mr. Peabody says, it's okay if you have a drop a stream, but in place of it, we expect a live stream of the puppies sleeping. Hey, Freya and I have definitely thrown around the idea of trying to get a camera on the puppies as they sleep. Like, so having like a night vision camera, so that way we can check in on them. It's one of those things that you do when you don't have kids yet, but your dogs are like your kids, and you just want to see them at all times. But also because we want, like, the cutest that my puppies ever are when they are sleeping. And as you all know, whenever there's couch pup behind you, you know that Willow is one of the cutest things ever when she is sleeping. And so if we ever do that, if for any reason we get, like, you know, gift cards and we don't have anything, and we end up getting one of those cameras because they're not very expensive, that is when I will definitely try and see if I can connect that on. And if I can get a 24-hour live stream going on that, and set up just a separate DLive stream, probably would be the way I'd do it. Set up a separate DLive stream of, hey, puppy sleeping, and then just have it on whenever they're asleep. That could be fun. Baby Tannen thinks that is the order, so thank you very much. Glad to hear that. Mr. Peabody says, Odin, yes, this is Rambo 5. Okay, cool. So I only have 2 Rambos to watch before I go to see it in theaters. So maybe I'll try and watch one of them tomorrow. We'll see. Death Knight 123 says, sorry, I'm late. Just got the notification. Anyways, have had a chance to check out what about Bob or Cars yet. Have not had a chance to see those yet because, again, my my mind is completely fractured at this point. Captain Will Gentry says, I think you should say Captain Gentry for me. Captain Will Gentry sounds a bit weird. Captain Gentry? Hey, I could do that. Ooh, you're gone. Yeah, you're gone. Yeah, someone just subscribed over on DLive who had a very inappropriate name, even by my standards. And that's quite a thing. Captain Dean High says, cutest when they're sleeping. A lot of parents say that about their kids. Oh, for sure. And it's very easy to see why. Let's see. Random Middle Doom says, I wish Batman was real so he could go buy up Hollywood and make the movies not woke, but instead make things more about Batman-centric. Frank says, Monday is Captain Fanny Pants and Little Miss's 1-year birthday. Will you sing happy birthday to them on Monday? If there's a stream, yes, but there's a good chance there won't be. So if anything, we'll just do a belated happy birthday to them on Tuesday. Super says, if she's blocking, that's not cool, but I'm more forgiving of Grace. Modern critics are ideologues, and I question if they believe what they say. I think she does, and I have to respect that. And again, yeah, I mean, I think that there's definitely room for all of us, right? Okay, yeah, now we have a bunch of... So I was like, anytime that my numbers go up for viewers on DLive, I know that we're either going to get the Turkish trolls coming in or just really bad people who say some of the worst things ever. So all my captains... also, well, my captains can't do anything, but all of my mods over there, so Brad and Peabody, if y'all can keep an eye out on people following the channel, because there's been a couple right now that have said some really, like, their names are obviously meant to troll and are obviously meant to be pretty bad, and so I'm hoping those numbers drop off when they realize that we are not reading those names out, because I do read names before I read them out. And if I think that it's okay, but I'm still not sure, sometimes I read it in a different way, so that way it doesn't come out the way that they want it to, because I've definitely been burned before in DLive. So anyway, and going back to it, Super, I have no problem with people blocking. I just think the problem is when you get blocked for no reason. That to me is silly. You know, when you have a giant profile like she does, especially if you're blocking people for no reason, that's, you know, if someone's harassing you or if someone's just being an ass and it's just, you know, not letting up, that I can understand because, you know, mute, block, I understand that. I at least can understand that, right? But blocking for no reason, you know, preemptively blocking for no reason, that doesn't make any sense. Brady Millette, thank you for the $4 super chat. Brady, glad to see you here, man. Hope everything is going fine down in NOLA. Former student right there. He says, you know, I'm the biggest Bat fan. You are a huge Batman fan, Brady. You are a huge Batman fan. Brady, I don't know if you're a gamer. Let me know in the chat, though. Do you play Fortnite? Because I hear that Fortnite's dropping some skins. Dropping some of those Batman skins in here. The Shiano says, didn't you know killing drug cartel members is racist against Mexicans? Because all Mexicans are drug cartel members. That's what they're saying, right? That's what they say. And that's not at all what, you know, I can just from the trailers know that's not what they're saying. The bad guys in the movie just so happen to be drug cartel members from Mexico because we share a border with them. And it's actually something that is real. You know, these crazy political types, they want to live in this fantasy world where everyone's great, where everyone's good, except for those that disagree with them intellectually. They remind me a lot of people like, I would say, like Fudge. Is that his name from Harry Potter? The one that denies the one that denies that Voldemort's back in the movies and also in the book as well. And it's just like, even if he was staring in the face, he would say, I don't believe it. I don't believe you're here. I don't believe it. Like, I just, oh my goodness gracious. It's ridiculous though. It absolutely is ridiculous. Oh boy. Oh boy. Really, dude? Really, dude? Yeah, I say, I appreciate you donating lemons like that, man, but it's very easy for me just to go into my editor, and hide it. There we go. It's not showing up on screen anymore, asshat. Keep donating those lemons. 40 lemons. Thank you for the 40 lemons, dude. I'm not shouting out your name on the channel. You're disgusting. And you're gone. See you later. Thanks for the Lino, man. I appreciate it. Lord Almighty. I am a small channel. Why do these people, why do these crazy people always find me? Sorry for, let us catch him, Odin. Yeah, I know. But he kept donating. And obviously, even if he had been blocked, the notification still would have shown up on the screen. Because now he spanned it for so long. So I'm very, very sorry. They hit me too. Oh, Captain Popton, I'm sorry to hear that, man. So anyway, I'm going to keep D-Live people, I'm going to keep that off the board for now. So I'm going to keep the D-Live notification off the board because his is going to be going for a while because he decided to spam the lemons all to get a really inappropriate name on the screen. So, I will still shout you guys out if you decide to donate, but just know that it's not going to pop up on the screen because of that, all right? So I'll try and get that back live in a bit. All right. But thanks for appreciating it. Again, D-Lab people, thanks for putting up with the nonsense going on right now. Bivy Tanner, thank you for the lemon, man. I appreciate it. Again, I'm going to keep on shouting y'all out, but the notification, I'm going to have to keep it off for now. So I appreciate it. Captain K-Man, thank you for the diamond donation. Dude, I love my people on D-Live, man. Like the real people, not the bots, not the people that are just spamming for the sake of spamming. You guys freaking rock. Because there's some people on the stream right now that are D-Live exclusive that only watch me on D-Live, and that's awesome. Because I feel like a lot of them, of course, are going to be those transfers over from YouTube, which I appreciate too, like Peabody and everyone else. But it's just really cool. So thank you so much. I really do appreciate it, man. Yeah, it's Captain K-Man's dropping the diamonds. Biffy Tannen's dropping the 3 lemon donation, man. So thank you so much. I really do appreciate that. The diamonds are indeed flowing tonight. So thank you so much. Thank you, guys. Laura Ryan, so my fanfiction story. Thank you for the $5 donation. Thank you for the $5 super chat. Says, did it all for the cookies, cleaning and listening, so can't help mod. Sorry, people are asshats. No problem at all, Laura. I got some really awesome people over on D-Lab. They're going to help me out. But thing is, did it all for the cookies. You're awesome, Laura. And can't wait to talk to you tomorrow, Laura. So for those that don't know, tomorrow, 12 p.m. Eastern time, we'll be having we'll have another Chosen of Valhalla stream where my $25 and up backers on Patreon and Subscribestar are going to come together and we're going to talk. We're going to have fun. We're going to chat it up. And it's going to be a blast. So cannot wait for that. And for those that didn't know that we were having one, well, here's your warning. I did send a message on Patreon, and I did have everyone that was on Subscribestar in the Chosen of Valhalla Twitter feed. So have fun with that. Captain Poppyton, thank you for the diamond donation. Captain Dean Heist, thank you for the 2 ice cream donation. You guys freaking rock. Baby Tannen again, thank you for those lemons, man. Daniel Thorne, thanks for dropping that ice cream too. I appreciate it. Captain K-Man says, I actually watch on both, but I usually only interact on D-Live. Well, Captain K-Man, thank you very much, man. I really appreciate it. You guys are freaking awesome. I love you guys. And for anyone that's watching that's new, if you're going to be cool, if you're going to be chill and just hang out, hey, I'm fine with that. Just don't be an asshat. It's very simple. It's very, very simple. All right. Back over to YouTube. Ed Vicker says, maybe I missed it, but I saw nothing Trump-related in Rambo. I think SJWs see what they want to see, not what they are being shown. That's exactly what it is. That's the whole point, Aiden, is that they will take any movie, whether there's a political message or not, and they will pretend like there is one. It's the same reason why they're going after movies like Joker, right? They're going after movies like Joker because They want the film to mean exactly what they want it to mean. They're trying to control the narrative. That's why it pissed me off so much that they got to see the film over a month in advance. That's why it's pissing me off even now that reviews for Knives Out are coming out too. And what are they trying to do? They're trying to control the narrative. They're trying to say, oh, it's all about fighting the white patriarchy. That's the whole message they say that Knives Out it's about, which I actually kind of believe, to be honest, because it's Rian Johnson. But they're still trying to control the narrative nonetheless, right? But they did the same thing for Joker too, and it's pissing me off. It really is. All right. Chat jumped on me on YouTube. Let me try and see and make sure that no comments were skipped. I'll let you guys know. Looks like comments were skipped, so I'm at 713 in the chat. Very sorry about that indeed, but I had some craziness going on over on DLive. DLive people, DLive fam, I love you guys so much. See, HyperNext13 says, I was laughing my butt off to see Area 51 raid event articles. As if I'm not mistaken, 6 people were arrested, one of them actually trying to Naruto one. Yes! See, again, as long as no one's hurt, I can laugh about it, right? If someone got hurt or killed, then I would be, okay, I can't laugh about this anymore. But the fact that someone actually Naruto run towards Area 51 and got arrested for it, that's fantastic. Why'd you get arrested? Oh, I tried a Naruto run towards Area 51. What you in here for? Shoplifting. Oh, and what you in here for? Murder. I mean, obviously, they'd probably be in separate places, but still, it's fun. It's a fun story, right? It's a fun story. Captain Wingster says, I will go see Last Blood with a Joker double feature, but don't tell on me, Odin. Oh, Captain Wingster. I see what you're trying to do there. Hey, that sounds like a good time at the theater. Going to see 2 toxic movies? Man, according to these people in the media, you're going to be a terrible person. No, you can't see those movies. They're going to make you violent, man. It's like video games. They're going to make you violent. They're going to make it terrible. Let's see. Bruce. Yes, I was able to overlook all past leftist-leaning comments of Grace, but the Rambo comments were a wake-up to me. And again, most people, I think, could look past a lot of things she said. Because, again, we all have differences of opinion, right? Not every person on this channel, I know this for a fact because I've had great conversations with people. Not everyone in this channel right now watching this stream is a Republican. Not everyone watching the stream is an independent. Not everyone watching the stream is a Democrat. It's a very good mix of people. I think most of us are more central, right? I think most of us tend to be more centrist in our views because we're just sick and tired of the policy, of the over-politicized world we live in, right? Some people are just so far right. Some people are just so far left. And here we are just saying, why can't we just be normal? Why can't we just have normal discussions? Why do we have to go after each other's throats constantly? It's ridiculous. And I think that most of us on the channel, at the very least, are all more towards the center. Whether we're center left, center right, I think that's where you find a lot of diversity. You know what we have on this channel? We have diversity of thought on this channel. When he's saying everyone agrees with you, hell no they don't. I've had some great conversation with people that adamantly disagree with me on very important issues. But again, at the end of the day, we're able to step back and say, I still like you, I still respect you, and that's what it comes down to it. Tina says, didn't Brad Pitt say something about the movie being about male toxicity? I didn't know if he was joking or not, but that took away my interest in seeing it. I don't know if he did or not, but even then, that to me is Hollywood actors trying to do the same thing the critics are doing, right? Trying to take a movie that has no politics in it and trying to control the narrative. And I think that's just as bad. It's just like when people are musicians and they speak politics, right, from the stage, and they're trying to control the narrative of their music. Because once they open their mouth and say, I support this person or this person sucks, etc., they have now tainted their entire music to reflect exactly that position. Because now every single person that listens to their music is going to say, oh, I think there's language in here. I think there's coding in here. And that is going to be bad. John Early says, talk about how depressing it was to see the puppy that John Wick's wife gave him dead, all father, because that was really sad. John Early, that's a random comment, man. It is really sad. The John Wick franchise is still great because that dude gets revenge on it. And in a fictional world, that would be me. In the real world, hell no, because that's illegal and immoral. I respect human life. But in a fictionalized world where those are people that aren't actually dying, yeah, that would be me if that happened to my puppy. HyperNext13 says, oh, okay, 15 people were arrested. Thank God things didn't go south. Me too. Again, people getting arrested, no problem at all with that, right? No one got killed. And that's why I can laugh about it. Super says, another element to Rambo is apparently Rambo is based on a book. Never knew that before. I didn't know that either. And the author said he doesn't like the movie, so I think that critics feel allowed to hate it. Well, I mean, even if he hadn't said that, they would still be going after it, right? Even if he had said, all right, I'm going to go ahead and try and see DLive people if that person's gone. Yes. All right, boom. There we go. All right, so I've put the thing back on the screen for my D-Live people. Hopefully the trolls are gone. If they come back, I'll have to fix it. So I'll just have to keep an eye out to see who's donating. But thank you guys so much. I really do appreciate you guys. Much love. Much love. Yeah, I had no idea that it was written. But yeah, I think that even if the writer hadn't said that, they would still be trying to push for it, right? They would still try to be pushing forth all this crap. Catherine Wingster says, Odin, by the way, did you hear Joaquin Phoenix shut down an interviewer for a politically motivated question? I feel better about people. I kept hearing about the interview. I haven't watched the interview myself, but the fact that he's shutting things down because they're trying to go political makes me not only happy in general, because someone in Hollywood is stepping up to it, but also it makes me that much more excited for Joker. It makes me that much more excited because if the lead actor in the film is shutting down political discourse like that, saying, no, cut the crap, essentially, that to me tells me that the film is a good film without political motivation. And that's all we want. Sporky News Podcast says, I have 2 crying toddlers. I'm hiding in the bathroom. Thank you, Odin, for the break. Are you a fan of any mob movies? Oh, no. Well, hopefully that doesn't mean that the wife was left alone with the crying toddlers, man. Go back out there. Go back into the breach, good sir. Any fan of mob movies? I mean, I don't hate mob movies. I don't go out of my way to watch them either. I've seen the very beginning of The Third Man, which is a great film. And there's a lot of films that I really want to watch. Obviously, I think Godfather, to me, is like the pinnacle of it. But there's a lot of old school 1940s, 1950s films, like the strong era of, like, I feel like the mobster would be something that I would freaking love to go into. Bruce says, I know you received something from me a few days ago, but did you check the P.O. box today? Something else did come in today. I was not able to because, the post office is only open for a short while, and I was with the wife hiking and getting breakfast, so I did not have time to grab it today. But Monday, I will try and grab it. Mirror Jeremy says, I'm always been on Team Jaws. My shark was just hungry, trying to eat Brody, and his toxic masculinity messed it all up. Damn. John Early says, the Jurassic Park scene where Dennis Nerdy died at the hands of the small dinosaur scared the crap out of me as a child. Hey, there are so many scenes in that scared the crap out of me. Bruce says, I've been saving my stubs for years. I always wear the same outer shirt to the movies. They are all in the breast pocket. Nice, dude. Venom Broly says, just finished Shazam. Better, Infinity War is greater than Blade, is greater than Blade 2, is greater than Blade 3, is greater than Shazam, is greater than any MCU film. Ooh, yeah, I don't agree with that list overall. I really like Shazam a lot. I haven't seen all of the Blades, so I couldn't speak to Blade 2 or 3, though I've heard Blade 3, Blade Trinity, is not very good, so I'm kind of interested to see how I would feel about it personally. But yeah, I love Shazam. I think Shazam was a great film. I really do love it. Tina says, love you on the Friday night show. Well, thank you. I appreciate it. Steady B says, you need a break. Thank you. So it's talking about possibly taking away the Monday streams. Bruce says, we get so much Odin as it is. I think we can do one less day a week, even if it may cause some to have withdrawal. Yeah, and I mean, I think now that I'm doing the Friday stream, I think that alone will make up for it. And also what that means is it means that I do have the ability to add some more content. So that's what I want to talk about is that I might be, I can't either confirm nor deny at this point for several different reasons because I don't know who's watching the show. But there's a very, very good chance because it was on my wish list because my birthday is actually in a week from today. In 7 days is my birthday, the big 31. And I might be getting a Nintendo Switch for my birthday. Which means that I might be getting some games as well with some of the cash that I get from other people. Some other family members that I know are going to be sending me stuff. And that might mean I try and do some gaming from that. I love Nintendo. So what can I say? I appreciate it. Tina says, but again, I'll keep y'all guys posted if that does happen. When you said that about your fear of water thanks to Jaws, author Robert Bloch said he was glad that he wrote Psycho. He didn't have Marion murdered on the toilet. Could you imagine, man? But to be honest, I don't think the toilet would have had the same impact, right? The shower was impactful because of the shower curtain. The toilet doesn't really have that same thing. I suppose they could have done something with something coming out of the toilet, but even then, I think it would have been, a little bit of a stretch. Let me go ahead and catch up with some D-Live people because it's been hopping over there. Frank the Money says, can there be an asshat subscriber level? I want to be an asshat without being an actual asshat. I don't have one yet at this point, But you know what? At some point, I probably should. Captain Dean High says, Area 51 doesn't really exist. It's all propaganda. Mr. PY says, not everyone in this stream is American, but we are all still a community. You're damn right, man. Absolutely. Will Gentry says, yes, Brad Pitt said Ad Astra has aspects that reflect toxic masculinity. Oh, Lord. Captain Gentry, man, that makes me sad. Frank the Bunny, you got it at the very end, man. That's all you needed to have. Biffy Tennant says, Rambo was written in 1972. Oh, okay. Very, very cool. I actually did not know that. Death Knight 123 says, what is your opinion on abstract art? I'm not a big fan of it. I mean, I'm already hard enough as it is as a critic when it comes to art in general, but abstract stuff tends to not be. It really depends on it, right? If you mean like an abstract film, I can sometimes get into those. Like the movie I watched today was definitely an abstract film, I would argue. But yeah, it really depends. Like, I would say a good example of abstract art looking good. Again, I assume this is what abstract art is. I'm not an expert on it. But I think that the cover here for the John Wick Chapter 3 4K, if this is abstract, it's beautiful, right? There's certain versions of abstract that can be good, I guess. All right, let's see. Captain Gentry says, talking of Shazam, I finally saw that Venom and Dark Phoenix. Shazam was the best. The others were okay in brainless kind of way. Venom was that brainless fun for me. Dark Phoenix was just bad. Like, Dark Phoenix was just awful, man. I couldn't take it, man. Baby Tana says that's not abstract. Okay, well then that means I don't know what it is, or rather, it must be then what I think or thought it was originally, and if that's the case, then I probably don't like it. But Tina, that's hilarious about the toilet, though. Alice McCarthy says, First Blood, Rambo First Blood Part 2, Rambo 3, Rambo Last Blood, and a possible 6th one, depending on how Last Blood does. But it's Last Blood, dude. No, Alice McCarthy. Come on, man. This is where my movie sense comes in. If you have a movie called Last Blood, and your first movie was called First Blood, this should be the end. I don't know what happens in the movie, but I just feel like it should be the end based on the title alone. Venom Broly says, you said what's matter is we are fine, but you forget something who matters to dark. Yeah, dark matter, science joke. Okay, stories. Dark matter. No. I get it, man. I like that, though. Aiden Vickery says, you could try an EVS-inspired Monday night chair stream video. Oh, that could be it, man. Yeah, for sure. Or something else. Maybe it could just be like a video of me, but I don't talk. And it's just me like playing a game or something. I've been obsessed lately with my DS because I've had my DS now for over a year, and I fell away from it for a long time. But then I got Pokemon X because I was asking for some recommendations on games because I do have a Nintendo DS, and one person was like very adamant, get X and Y, and I'm actually really glad I got it because yeah, it's easy. I would say it's definitely one of the simplest games that I got. God. All right, looks like we got a troll back again, so let me just go ahead and preempt this. There you go. If you're going to send me lemons, dude, go ahead and send them away because they're not going to show up on screen. Oh, Lord, I swear these people have just so stupid. Thanks, Brad. I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it. Keep the Lino coming. Yeah, exactly. Frank the Money says, keep the Lino coming. No one will see it. Yeah, please do. No one's going to see it anymore. Yeah, they saw it for 1 second. Good job. Congratulations. They saw you for a second, man. But at the end of the day, the Lino still comes to the channel, right? And because you get deleted, you don't get you're not going to show up in the top contributors, and it's all there. Frank the Bunny, thank you for the ice cream donation, man. I really do appreciate that. You're awesome. Everyone else is great. Everyone else that's in the chat right now, you guys are freaking fantastic. Yeah, the troll's back. Captain Poppington, thank you. I appreciate it, man. Peabody says, if he doesn't type, I can't touch him. No, exactly. Well, the Peabody, he followed this time first. So if he follows or if he donates, you can still click on the name. If I'm not mistaken, you can still click on the name and delete him. So you don't have to, I think, wait for him to type anything in that way. But Aiden Vickery, yeah, so maybe it's just me like working. Captain Neat High says, we got your back. Thank you, dude. I appreciate it. All right, back over to YouTube. Aiden Vickery, thank you very much, man. Yeah, I think that something similar to that, right? Nothing can ever top the EVS empty chair stream, though. That was legendary. Over 1,000 people were watching that for like 30 minutes plus, I feel like. Random Nerd Doom says, I'm not wearing hockey pants. Exactly right. Exactly right. Laura says, if you liked Mean Girls, you will love 30 Rock from NBC. Okay, all right. I do love Mean Girls, but I will say, here's the thing, though, Laura. Some of my least favorite parts of that movie are some of the characters that are in 30 Rock. I don't think that, what's her name? Oh my goodness, what is her name? Everyone thinks she's so funny that she and Amy Poehler. So I don't find, again, Amy Poehler to me is probably the funnier of the two. But what's her name? I'm forgetting it. But she's not funny. Like, I do not find her funny at all. I don't find her talented at all, at least from a comedian's perspective. Tina Fey, thank you, Dean Heiss. Captain Dean Heiss, thank you so much, man. Yeah, I don't think Tina Fey is very funny. I think she's vastly, vastly, vastly overrated. But let's see what we got over here. Captain Gentry says, these people have nothing better to do. That's the sad part. Really, it actually makes me pity them. Yeah, me too. Really. I mean, the fact they have nothing better to do than try and ruin streams, it's like, come on, dude. Come on, man. All right, let's try this one more time. Let's try that one more time. So if you are a good person, want to be seen. Brady Millette says, nah, I'm spending my bad day binging the Nolan trilogy. That's a good way to spend it, man. That is a good way to spend it. Proper Ginevra's in the chat. Proper Ginevra, what's going on, dude? Says, I only liked First Blood. The others to me are very boring. Not going to see The Last Blood just because it's not going to see The Last Blood just because it's anti-PC. Wait, don't you mean that you should see it because it's not PC? That doesn't make any sense. Proper Ginevra. And I'll say this much. First Blood Part 2 is fantastic. First Blood Part 2, we watched that on the channel, and it was so much fun. And then I've been told that 3 from 2008 is a good movie. So, Will Gentry, stop double dipping, man. Will Gentry, don't leave a comment over on YouTube and on DLive. All right, you are DLive fam. I'm dubbing the DLive fam. Stop double dipping. Come on, man. You're driving me crazy. Will says, it's as though they think sex traffickers are evil or something. I know, right? Definitely seems that way. Bruce says, did someone spill honey on your live stream today? Oh, are we talking about like attracting all the flies? Yeah, it seems that way, that's for sure. Super says, DLive users are trying to trick you just like they tricked John Campea. Yes, absolutely they are. And I've been tricked in the past. I've never said anything nearly as bad as John Campea has, but they definitely are. But also, even these people, they're not being nearly as clever with it. Not at all. Not at all. Cut it out. All right, Chat jumped on me over on YouTube. Let us see here. Chat jumped on me. Unfortunately, some comments look like they have been skipped. So we're at 7:30 p.m. in the YouTube chat. It's currently 7:48. I am about 20 minutes behind in the YouTube chat. So if you leave a comment, I'm 20 minutes behind over on YouTube. Alice Garley says, you know what happens when you spam Odin? You know what happens when you spam Odin? You know what happens when you spam the Allfather? You just made the list. And not the good one. Super Anime Gamer says, so many Sunday streams between you, EFAP, and the Inquisition. YouTube's going to be rad tomorrow. It's going to be crazy. Mine's going to be an earlier stream. I don't know when EFAP tends to start, but Brady Millette says, Robert Pattinson will do right by me. Oh, dude, Brady Millette is a Robert Pattinson fan as far as being Batman. Okay. Again, he's a major fan. He knows, he would always come to me in the mornings. And he would always start talking to me, and normally it was Batman related, so I know he knows his stuff. Random Nerd of Doom, if SJWs fell into a vat of chemicals, they'd look a lot like the Joker. They already do, man. What are you talking about? They don't need the chemicals. They already do. They already got the crazy hair and everything. Stewart says, like I said in my comment earlier today, it's exactly why Lionsgate didn't do screenings for Rambo. I think they knew this was coming. My respect for Lionsgate has shot up recently. Yeah, seriously, man. The fact that they are staying behind the film, that they're not trying to destroy it, is great. I'm Batman, says Random Nerd Doom. Captain Wingster says, Odin, if I was violent due to video games, I'd be in jail several times by now. Wouldn't have, like, it's crazy when you think about the amount of teenagers that play violent video games, and yet 99.99% of them don't do anything violent. Like, as far as, like, violent crimes. I'm just saying, man. Now, video games in general, not just violent ones, but video games in general, I think can cause addiction. And addictions can cause violence. But that's not because of the games being violent, right? It's because of the addiction to the game, where if you take the game away, and if you're addicted to it, you're going to have a very extreme reaction to it. And for, I would say, mostly men, they are going to have more of a visceral reaction, which means they're more likely to act out. But that's because of an addiction. That's not because of the violence of the video game itself, right? And so if we can have that separation, I think that we can be, we can come together on certain things. But yeah, anyone that thinks violence in video games is what causes violence, no, not at all. Laura, Ryan stole my fanfiction story. Thank you for the $2 super chat. Says, who is the most laid-back Norse god? Loki. Baduncha. Oh, that's a great joke. Low-key. I get it. Oh, man, oh, man, oh, man. All right, back over to D-Live for a second. Daniel Thorne says, have you watched the French Netflix horror series Marianne yet? No, I have not. Never even heard of it yet. Will Gentry says, hey, at least, Captain Gentry says, at least I didn't say the same thing on both platforms. That's true, but stay over here, man. Mr. PY says, if you have a naughty list, I have a bad Santa I can send. I am not kidding. I know you're not. Captain Gentry says, I was saying hello to the Valks. That's why I was on there on YouTube. I'll do better in the future, my lord. Good. Again, you can go over there and talk to the people in the chat. Just don't tag me over there, man. Deadnight123 says, I am Groot. I am Groot. Are you? Are you Groot? Al Tortilla says, are the Emmys going on tonight? If so, who cares? It's just another award show where the Hollywood elite get to pat themselves on the back, smell their own farts. It's either tonight or tomorrow. I want to say Emmys are Saturdays, and I know Oscars tend to be on Sunday. I could be wrong on that, but it is funny because it might give us a lot of content to cover because there is a chance that Game of Thrones wins a major award in either writing or series for their final season. And if that happens, you can expect several videos tomorrow. 70B, what's going on? What you tagging me for? Those clover leaves? Thank you. Captain Wingster says, the Naruto runner has a YouTube channel named Elixir. Well, that's awesome. I hope he filmed it. Alex Martinez says, and pontificate and promulgate to us that they understand because they are woke. What? Nickel Noodle says, I'm a hardcore independent Republic cat. Nice. So he identifies as a cat. Alex Martinez says, they are such a joke. Captain Wingster, Odin jokes on them. I only listen to good music, which is older. Boom. You got it, dude. You got it. Alice McCarthy says, in a John Wick world, I picture you more as Winston. He's in charge and the one cool dude. Winston is freaking awesome. You will be declared excommunicado. I think all the characters in there are fantastic. Even the adjudicator is a cool character. The actress just had no life to it whatsoever. Rosetta Allen, thank you for the $5 super chat. Rosetta Allen, hope you're having fun on your trip. She says, Odin, giving you money for my shameless brag on my dad at 61 with muscular dystrophy, using his walker to hike peaks in the Badlands. Hope you're well. Well, thank you, Rosetta Allen. Shout out to Rosetta Allen's dad. 61, muscular dystrophy with a walker, is hiking on peaks in the Badlands. And yet there are people in this world that can't even get out of their house without being like, I don't want to. Not because they have anything going on, but because they're just lazy, right? There's people out there that have a genuine fear of the outdoors. And in fact, I know people that are related to this channel that have that, right? But there's other people that are just, and I feel like it's the younger generations too, right? The ones where if you ask them to do anything, it's just like, the worst is my students, right? When I ask them to do anything at all, they drag their feet. It's like, I'm asking you to write, when I say the words 3-page paper, they freak out. They're like, oh my gosh, that's so much. And I'm like, it's 3 pages. If you think that's a lot, wait till you get till college, man. But shout out to Rosetta Allen's father for being a badass. Shout out to you, good sir. John Lloyd says, watch The Departed, All Father. I've watched that movie, and it's fantastic. JJ, what's going on, JJ? How's it going, bruv? He says, with the rumor of race swapping in X-Men, do you think the fans can accept it if they have a compelling updated backstory? At some point, Magneto will be old in a modern day story. I just hope they don't do that at all. I think that's a bad idea. Don't race swap. There's no need to. The character himself of Magneto is supposed to be a Jewish person. I don't really see what they're going to be trying to do with that. It doesn't make any damn sense. And no, I don't think they'll make it compelling. They've shown themselves to only care about getting woke points. They will do anything and everything to get woke points, even if it means not telling a good story. So I think that's definitely the case. Super says, I'm with you. I'm right-leaning economically, but socially, I'm mostly impartial. You should be able to say, think, and do what you want. PC culture is directly opposed to that concept. Agreed. Cobra Viper 999 says, Enter the Dragon is a movie you need to watch. Yes, it is. Laura Ryan stole my fanfiction story says, speaking of breakfast, what is your go-to breaky food? If I'm going out, I like to get scrambled eggs, bacon, and toast, and grits. That's like my go-to. Every Saturday or Sunday, whenever, we usually hike on Saturdays, but every time we finish, we always go to the same local diner, which is awesome. And I get the same thing. I get the scrambled eggs, wheat toast, grits, and bacon, and it's amazing. If it's me at home, I tend to like a s'mores Pop-Tart. S'mores Pop-Tarts are pretty damn good. Bruce says the last one out on Blu-ray, Rambo, is brutally good. I've heard that. That film is fantastic. Alice McCarthy says Blade 3 has Deadpool and Triple H. It's the winner in my book. Yes, it does, but that doesn't make it a good movie. Tina, thanks for letting them know how it's done. Alex McCarthy says, 31, you youngling. You're not that much older, Alex McCarthy. Last word says, do you still teach? Yes, I do. I'm teaching up here in Tennessee. Teaching juniors this year. Good group of kids. Laura says, I don't know how you stream on Fridays. All I do on Fridays after work is sleep. I don't know how I do it either. That's why I'm so tired that if I can at least take one of my nights streaming out of the week, I'll be okay. Captain Wingster says, get Breath of the Wild, Mario Kart 8, and Mario Odyssey for your Switch. They're a great starting point. Yeah, so if it comes, which it should be, the reason why I say should be is because it's supposed to be. So I'm very picky about birthdays. I tend not to really want a whole lot of things, but I've been really wanting one for a while because someone who was subscribed to the channel was supposed to send me one at one point, and then it got lost in the mail or something. It was kind of really confusing. I really know how it all worked out. But I've been really wanting one for a while. I've been watching a lot of tech channels lately, and a lot of it's been all about, of course, the Nintendo Switch Lite, and there's been a new Zelda game that came out too. And so I was like, you know what? Someone in my family was saying, oh, let us know about birthday because they don't like doing gift cards for some reason. And so I was like, hey, well, if they want to give me something, this is something kind of cool. And they were like, okay. But I'm not supposed to know that they said that. So I don't think they watch the streams. So if they do, I don't know that it's coming. It's going to be a surprise, I hope. But yeah, those are all games that are well on my radar if it indeed comes. Steady says, gaming. And then Laura says, yes, we need to get Odin ass hats. Oh, Lord. Niggle Noodle says, sorry to see you leave Mondays since I don't follow my random menacers anymore, but the beard has earned its rest. Well, thank you, Niggle Noodles. I appreciate it, man. Yeah, and if it becomes a major thing, obviously I will bring the Mondays back and just try and make the Fridays a little bit more sporadic where I say, hey, I'm going to be on 1 week, off 1 week or something. As long as I can get one rest day. But I love my Saturday streams. Again, I love my Saturday night streams. I love my Tuesday streams. And I like my Monday streams too. Don't get me wrong. It's just having 3 streams so close to each other and then adding the 4th one on Friday, it's just become a little too much for me. I don't want to burn out, right? Burning out would not be good because if I burn out, that means I stop all of it, and I don't want to do that. I don't want to get to that point. Hyrodex13 says, do you think an adaptation works better if it has the author's disapproval, such as the case with The Shining and Lord of the Rings, Stephen King and Christopher Tolkien not liking the adaptations? No, I don't think their thoughts really mean much in the end game because a movie is good if it is good. What an author thinks about that movie means very little on whether the film itself is going to be good, right? Now, there's some people that we trust. There's some people that we like, and we say, hey, okay, I'm going to take your word pretty seriously. But it has no, actual bearing on it, I would say. That's where I currently stand on that. Daniel Thorne says, the Emmys already gave this season of Game of Thrones awards, just showing how illegitimate they are. Well, they kind of gave it awards, I would say, for behind-the-scenes stuff. So that's the kind of stuff that I can usually let go because the tech people, right? The people behind the scenes, I think that for most shows, they get overlooked anyway. So I'm okay with it. It's the other stuff. It's for writing and directing and for entire show. Captain Gentry says, what actually are grits? I've heard of them, but here grit is what you find on the side of the road. So basically it's like a corn product. I don't even know how to describe them myself. All I know is that they're delicious. Thanks, Mr. Peabody, for telling them how it's done. I appreciate you. Let's see. Captain Dean Heiss says, got my 2 new displays yesterday. They look awesome. Opening for your shameless plug. Thank you, Dean Heiss, man. Captain Dean Heiss, thank you so much. I appreciate that. So what he's talking about. So thanks for the shameless plug, man. So I do have display posters, right? And I have an affiliate link in the link in the YouTube video description. You can get 15% off your orders if you use the code Odin, but if you just use the link in general, if there's a better code on the website, use that one. Save as much money as you can because they are a little bit pricier, but these are the medium-sized posters. I got Alita Battle Angel and John Wick, which are both badass, but I've also got large posters too that aren't up yet because of just life in general. But this is a large poster. So this is from one of my favorite movies, Casablanca. And this is what the large looks like. So the large is pretty much like standard size, like a one sheet poster. Extra large would be bigger than this one. But yeah, they're made of metal, right? And they hang on your wall by using magnets, which makes it very easy to put up and put down. You can move posters around, and it's really not that bad. Sporky News Podcast says, I just got the kids asleep. The wife and I each other breaks it is needed. Oh yes, get those breaks, man. Get those breaks. Aiden Vicker says, maybe Grace Randolph reviews are abstract. Hammer says, be sure to get the new and improved Switch stamped with the model number. Oh yeah, so because I'm not supposed to know about it, but I do, I helped my wife got it ordered it off Amazon, so I made sure that she got the right one. Because I knew that, Hammer. Again, I've been watching nonstop Nintendo channels lately, and that's kind of like what had me in if she really doesn't want me to get me a gift card or anything like that, then hey, if she doesn't mind, because I mean, if she does, I don't need it, right? But if she doesn't mind, why not? And so yeah, we got the right model, unless they send us the wrong model, of course, which of course I'll know which one because the box is different. Bruce says, to me, that covers abstract art. That's what it is to me, too. Tina says, they called it Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade, but somehow we got Crystal Skull. Nothing's ever really dead. Yeah, I see what you mean. For me, Last Crusade makes a little sense because it's talking about the Last Crusade, and it's talking about the actual Crusader that's guarding that area. So I think that to me, you can justify another film after that, but yeah, I see what you mean. Super says, abstract art is postmodern. It's artists like Jackson Pollock and all the disgusting crap people make fun of on the internet. Yes. I don't like that stuff. Alice Martinez says, you should watch The Last Jedi and Captain Whammon on the Nintendo Switch. Be warned, the Switch might explode with all that soy in it. No, let's not do that. John Early says, do you think X-Men First Class, X-Men Days of Future Past would make a good double feature? By the way, screw X-Men Apocalypse and Dark Phoenix. And I agree, screw those films. But the first two, great double feature. Those are great films. Russell Hunter says, what do you think will be the next movie to be attacked by SJWs after Joker, obviously? It's hard to say. Because as you've been able to tell from movies like Joker and now Rambo, they will find anything they possibly can, even if it's not there, and try and use it to bring a movie down. You know, that's what they care about. They care about trying to tear things down no matter how true what they say is or not. Most likely not true. And yeah, I would say it's hard to say. Aiden Vickery says, Rambo epilogue might be a route for one more film. That true. To be honest, if they indeed make money off of this film, which I kind of hope they do at this point, that actually would be the only way in my mind that they could make sense if they have it as an epilogue to it. Laura says, how do you stop an internet troll sees their memes of production? Womp, womp. Oh my gosh, that's great, Laura. Memes of production. Where do you find this stuff? All the Tina Feys are coming in now. Hyprin says, I think the perfect analogy of these trolls is like the cave trolls assaulting Minas Tirith in Return of the King. The captains on D-Live are Gandalf and Gondor soldiers. Yes, they are. They are freaking awesome. All right. Chat jumped. I will let you know if anything got skipped. Nothing got skipped. Orange Hair Review says, did you hear about Lethal's misfortune last night? He got stood up with Shannon McRandall, Mara Jade book cover. Oh, no, I didn't hear that. Oh, no. He was so excited for that, too. I remember being on a stream and hearing him talk about how he had gotten that interview. Ah, no. I saw the video for it, so I assumed that it had happened. Ah, no. He got stood up? That's cold. That is cold. Why tell someone you're going to do something and then not show? I don't get that. Rosetta Allen says, I hope your night is going super. I'm feeling emotional missing you all. Hey, Rosetta, I hope everything's going fine. Enjoy nature. Enjoy the nature around you. Soak it in. Dean Heiss says, not double dipping, just trying to get the cookies. Dean Heiss. Don't you do that either. Dean Heiss, bad. Stay on D-Live. If you want to be on YouTube, that's fine. Just don't tag me in comments. You already have the power of the tag over on D-Live. Let's just not do that, please. Damn it. Alex McCarthy says, title for Rambo 6, Rambo Last Blood Part 2. Oh my God. Alex McCarthy, that's an excellent point. That's an excellent point. And by the way, I think Stallone is working on a story for Expendables 4. Being 73 ain't slowed him down. No, it has not. Hybrid says, we don't speak of John Campia. He is the Dark Lord of Middle Earth. And if you want to speak of him, speak of the language Campianese. Lord. Super says, personally, I fully endorse trolling, but the thing is the host and the stream have to be in on it. Like you're not Dankula or iDub, so chill out on here. Yes. Laura says, Wednesday and Thursday were named after Norse gods Odin and Thor, and if you really enjoy facts about Norse gods, then today is your low-key day. Ba-dum-cha. Yeah. Yes. Random Nerd Doom. If video games inspire people to do crazy things in real life, I would have dressed up as Batman long ago and been foiling SJWs from ruining our movies. Jeremy Swiggs says, I am the naughty list. P.S. Can you name that movie line? I assume you're trying to put, I am the Senate. Is that where you're going with it? If that's the case, then that would be Star Wars. And that would be Revenge of the Sith. Orange Review says, I have played violent video games throughout my whole childhood and was heavily bullied in school from 1st grade to 11th. Never felt the need to shoot or harm others. The news is wrong. Damn right they are. U.S. Dutch Kitty says, tomorrow for the Emmys. Thank you for that information. Laura says, don't ask a Norseman about his ex. It's a Thor subject and he doesn't want to friggin' talk about it. So now we've got Norse dad jokes over here. Laura Super says, I'm pretty sure the Emmys are tomorrow. I kind of want to watch because I love Game of Thrones cast, but I think in Game of Thrones and the prospect of D&D winning, writing triggers and depresses me, and it should. Jeremy Swig says, fear of outside, like the character from Benchwarmers. I haven't seen Benchwarmers. But no, there are people that have a general fear of people and have a more of anxiety, actually. So that's a real thing. And I'm not going after anyone like that, right? Because obviously that's something that's beyond their control at the end of the day. I'm talking about lazy students mostly. Bruce says, the one thing in John Wick 3 that bugs me to the point of not being able to get over it, how he's now minus a finger. Yes, but you know what? He's going to make it work. He's going to make it work, though. Don't you worry about it. Super says, when you assign papers, do you require them single or double spaced? Double spaced, always. Gotta prep him for the college. Captain Wingster says, Odin, I don't want to write a 3-page. Odin, I don't want to write a 3-page paper. Double spaced paper. It's so hard. I know it's so hard to write 3 pages double spaced. Orange Ivy says, have you seen Finding Forrester with Sean Connery? That is my favorite movie. Truly a philosophical marvel. No, I have not. Bruce says, 100% agree with you. Going out breakfast menu. Well, thank you. It's brilliant. It's lovely. Hammer says, I watched Grace Randolph's review of Last Blood and probably needed to strap on a headband, perform squats with a tree stump, and cook a bloody steak. Oh, yes, so manly. Hammer, that toxic masculinity snaps all around. Rosetta Allen says, my trip will be much better once we have our stream. I'm handling the loss well and focusing on nature hikes now. Good. Focus on those hikes. Focus on the beauty of nature. Alice Garley says, I turned 34 2 months ago from today, so I got about 3 years on you. That's not a whole lot. That is not a whole lot. Super says, not only is Magneto Jewish, but he's a Holocaust survivor. It's integral to his character, and his experiences are what make his ideology contradictory. He needs to be that way he is. Yes, but you know what they're going to do? They're going to go ahead and they're going to say, oh, the new Magneto, the race swap Magneto, is a slavery survivor. It's going to be something like that, right? They're going to try and say, look, he's had just as rigorous experience as the original Magneto had, and so it makes sense. And we're all just going to be like, really? You had to go there? Apollo Patriot says, I'm not a Rambo fan, but I prefer Chuck Norris because if you notice Rambo is very anti-gun, it's crazy SJWs going after Rambo. U.S. Dutch Kitty says, yeah, I understand burning out on something. I've had to take a break from playing Dungeons & Dragons as a player and as a DM. Hey, yeah, I hear you. Eric Blakey says, you gonna get dem abs and grow your hair long, then you'll definitely be the mighty Thor. Asgard says, or Monday Night Lazy stream while laying on the couch, but yeah, protect the back, man, because mine has been a 3-year horror story, and I can't sit for more than 20 minutes. Yeah, I always find out about that, man, I tell you. Hope you're starting to feel a little bit better, baby. All right, I need to catch up on some chats here. No Crystal Souls, Tina says. All right, let me see where I am in the chat. I'm sorry if I'm skipping any chats, but there are some things that I need to cover. Can't justify Crystal Souls, what Tina says. Captain Wingster. Odin, I think critics would go after Jumanji because of the toxic male video games. Rhaegar Targaryen says, Grace is taking marching orders like most of these critics. You can see it in the identical talking points. Given her biases, it's not surprising where her allegiances lie. The fact that so many critics on Rotten Tomatoes use the words Trumpian or Trump era, it was pretty crazy. Alex Martinez says, Rambo 7, John Rambling Rambo faces the retirement home. Said Alan, video games impact you no more than reading classic literature. Beware of censorship. And Vickery says, I read something that Sly wanted his Rambo to be a more serious study of PTSD, but he could not get backing. The industry that is giving him a kicking would not fund a more serious film. You're damn right about that. Jeremy Swiggs, nope, naughty. It's Jack Frost from Santa Claus 3. My bad. Bruce says, odd, I've noticed lately that there is no how long is it going to be timestamp for live streams. Captain Wingster, Odin, I fear stupidity. Rosetta Allen says, I would love to see these SJWs in the woods with me, watching a burrowing owl rip the head off of a prairie dog on Thursday. Oh my gosh. I can't. Captain Wingster, Odin, I had to write a 20-page paper on Campbell's hero journey for my senior year English course. These kids are lazy. They are lazy. The kids are absolutely lazy. All right. I need to catch up on some D-Live fam things. Mr. P.I. says, don't worry, we understand. We want you to have family time and breathing space. Thank you very much, man. I appreciate that. Brad, the beer hunter, thank you for the ice cream donation. Captain Peabody, or rather Mr. Peabody now, thank you for the ice cream donation as well. Captain Poppyton says, Peabody does it. Damn right. Daniel Thorne, cheesy grits for Odin. That sounds good. Mr. Peabody says, I watch both and do chat in both, but don't repeat myself. Exactly, Peabody. And also, you don't tag me over there either. So. All right, caught up over there. Shia Stormdragon, thank you for the $5 donation. Thank you for the $5 super chat. Says the Emmys air tomorrow night on Fox. Well, Shia Stormdragon, thank you very much for that information. I appreciate you. I appreciate that. All right, we got some stuff we got to take care of. We're about an hour and 12 minutes in, but I want to go ahead. Before we do any giveaways, I have 2 packages that I need to open. So the first one is from ZK-Man over on D-Live. So ZK-Man, thank you very much for the gift. I did open it already, but that was just to see who it was from. All right. He has a letter here. He says, Odin, sending these few gifts for your hard work and excellent entertainment. You have provided the world. In the package, there should be a Blu-ray copy of, and there is right here, of They Live. Boom. Look at Roddy Piper. Look at Roddy Piper. Look at that sexy beast right there. And it's the collector's edition of John Carpenter's They Live, which I've never seen before. So thank you so much for that, man. A copy of They Live featuring Roddy Piper. Perhaps not a cinematic masterpiece, but it's a I believe everyone should see. Since you said you haven't seen it, there you go. Well, thank you very much, man. I appreciate that. I know you said you don't read physical books, but I came across a box of copies of my book, which I wrote and self-published right out of high school, and I've been giving them away randomly to people. Feel free to keep it or give it away. If you decide to read it and prefer the online version, I will gladly send you a couple of dollars needed to buy it via Amazon or wherever. For that or anything, you can email me, so it gives me his email address. Lastly, is sort of an early Christmas gift ornament. I'm only sending it in this early because I'm moving stuff out where I live and don't want to lose it. It is made of 1 ounce of pure silver. What? Damn, dude. Anyways, hope you enjoy it as we do your work. Take it easy. K-Man. Dude, K-Man. Thank you so much. And so, let me see right here. And K-Man, I don't know if you want me to reveal your name or not, so I'm going to just cover your name. So his book is Wild Run, which I'm sure if you look up the book's name, that'll show up there. So thank you, K-Man, for that. And bouncing back from the greatest depression mankind has ever seen, martial law holds court over many, infiltrating the governing bodies of the world. A radical group of New World Order tyrants creates a virus in hopes of diminishing the world's population and ruling the surviving few. That actually sounds really interesting. Oh man, world governments trying to wipe out civilization? Where have I seen that before? So that's Wild Run. Thank you so much, K-Man. I really do appreciate that. And then there's also Christmas gift. in here as well. Very early Christmas gift. But again, it's never too early for Christmas. Never too early for Christmas. And, oh, that's awesome. That is awesome. No, it's a coin, and it's an ornament. And on it says, all is calm, all is bright. It has an angel on the front. So this is 1 ounce of pure silver, he says. Damn, dude. That's freaking awesome. That's beautiful. Dude. Oh my God. Best wishes for peace and joy this holiday season. And it has the name Odin inscribed on the back. I don't think my camera's going to change. But look at that, dude. That's freaking awesome, man. Thank you so much. That means a lot. So it's a silver coin ornament. Odin is inscribed on the back. 1 ounce pure silver. All is calm, all is bright. Thank you so much, K-Man. K-Man, I think you're still here. Thank you so much. So Captain K-Man says, feel free to use my real name if you want. I'm cool with it. Okay, so please go ahead and check it out for yourself. It's called Wild Run by Kenneth Irwin III? No, the second. Kenneth Irwin II. Captain K-Man, the K-Man himself. Thank you so much, dude. Thank you so much. And that ornament is freaking beautiful, man. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Shout out to Captain K-Man. We got some cheers going on in the YouTube and the D-Live chat. Captain K-Man, you freaking rock, man. You were awesome. Mr. P.I. what in the box? What's in the box? Akiru, thank you for the follow. I appreciate that. Captain K-Man, thank you so much, dude. You're freaking awesome. You are freaking awesome. And YouTube people, I'm keeping up with it, but obviously I can only keep up with the short messages right now because obviously there's a lot of stuff going on. And my second package, which is one of two, I have another one coming, which I should be picking up tomorrow. No, on Monday when the post office opens, is a gift from my man, Bruce. And he says this. He says, hi, Odin. You'll love this one. Sorry there's no Blu-ray of the movie, Bruce. And here he sent me 2 movies. So these are movies that I have not seen before. One of them is one that we actually talked about last weekend, and that is Treasure Planet, which is a movie that I have never seen. And it's got a very rich history about it, with Disney kind of playing shenanigans with it. Interesting enough. I mean, it's weird trying to sync your own movie. But again, Treasure Planet sounds like a damn good time. And then the DVD that is not a Blu-ray yet, but I've heard it's great, is What About Bob? So someone was asking in D-Live about What About Bob. Well, now I own the DVD of What About Bob. So thank you so much, Bruce, once again, for your tremendous generosity. Always sending me stuff. Always sending me the movies that I haven't seen yet. So thank you so much, Bruce, for both of those movies. Cannot wait to watch those, as well as all the other things that you've sent me. But as you all know, I fall behind on things so easily. Captain Dean Heist, thank you for the 2 ice cream donation. Captain Dean Heist, thank you for the 2 lemon donation as well. You freaking rock. All right, so let's go ahead and get this giveaway set up. So that way we can spend maybe a few minutes after the giveaway talking before we end anything. So today I went to Best Buy to look around, see what Blu-rays were available, see if any deals were available in store. I was initially going to GameStop to see if there was any really good used games for the DS or Switch, but I didn't have any luck. In fact, it kind of reminded me why stores like GameStop are probably going to go out of business soon, because they can't keep up with the prices. I mean, when the prices online are like at least $10 cheaper, it's like I can't justify. I can't justify doing anything else. But I was able to look through the sections, and because of the fact, especially since we've had a lot of Rambo discussion tonight, I think it's very appropriate that this is indeed something that we're going to give away. We have 2 copies, right? We've got 2 copies of Rambo First Blood. So this is the first Rambo film ever. In fact, the first Rambo film was just called First Blood. This is a story that began the legend of Rambo, as it says on the front cover. And these are the 4K editions. It comes with a 4K disc, a Blu-ray disc, and also a digital copy code. And I have 2 copies of them to give away. 2 copies of them to give away. And we're going to do that giveaway tonight. If you want to be eligible for a John Wick giveaway, that is currently live over on Subscribestar. So click on the Subscribestar link in the description below the video. There is a Subscribestar link on DLive and on YouTube. If you are a $5 or up backer, you can enter in a comment under the post, which you'll see once you sign up. You'll see the post for it, and you'll be able to enter into that giveaway. I'm going to pick a winner of that at the end of the stream tonight, and I might pick 2 or 3 winners for a copy of John Wick on either Blu-ray or 4K. Winner's choice on whether they get that 4K edition. But tonight, for the main channel, we are doing 2 copies of the 4K HD edition. This is going to be a YouTube exclusive. Very sorry to my DLAV community. I love you guys, but don't worry. You know I always do my chest opening over there. But if you are a double dipper, if you are someone on DLive that also is on YouTube or has access to YouTube, please go ahead and head over there if you are interested in winning a copy of Rambo First Blood. This is an international giveaway, so it doesn't matter where you live in the world. You can be eligible to win this one. Bruce says, of everything I've sent you, now it's what about Bob that I'd like for you to watch first. Okay, Bruce, I will do the very best that I can, man. I will do the best that I can. Rosetta Allen said, what about Bob and the Man Who Knew Too Little? 2 of my hubby's favorites. Nice. Rosetta Allen says, I am out. See you on our stream, and you're invited on mine when I get home. Awesome. Thank you so much. I really do appreciate that. So, Captain Gentry just got 100 watch hours over on YouTube. That is freaking awesome, dude. That is freaking awesome. All right, let's go ahead and get the giveaway set up. That should have given enough time to any DLive people that want a chance to win one of the 2 copies over there. So let's do giveaway. And this is going to be for Rambo 4K. Got to be a regular to enter in and win. I will check to make sure that you are a regular. It's a 4K disc, so we'll have it be 50 cookies per ticket with a max of 100 tickets. So the giveaway is now open. So if you want a chance to win, Rambo First Blood 4K edition, 2 copies giving it away on YouTube. If you want a chance to win, put in exclamation points, enter. Again, exclamation point, or rather enter, sorry, don't listen to me. Enter, exclamation point, a space, and then the number of tickets that you want to put in. So it's 50 cookies per ticket. Make sure you've got enough, because if you don't have enough cookies, it's not going to register for you. But it's enter, exclamation point, enter, exclamation point, then you put a space. And sorry about that. Now it's open. All right, now it's open. So there were a few of you that entered in quickly. You might just need to enter in again. Don't worry, it did not take anything away from you. But now it's open. There was a technical difficulty on my end. So D-Nice, I got you in for 10. So let's see. Let me go back. Alex Martinez, I need you to enter in again. Peabody, I need you to enter in again. McCarthy, you're in. All right, McCarthy, you're in now. Cool. So D-Nice, I got you for 10. Captain Wingster for 70. Aiden Vickery, I got you in for 50. Alex McCarthy, I got you for 100. Martinez, 100. Peabody, 100. Got y'all all in now. So I got you 3 in now. Frank the Bunny over on DLive, thank you very much for the ice cream donation. I appreciate it, man. Jeremy Swiggs, I got you in for 50. You guys are freaking rock. And a shout out to JJ for sponsoring these giveaways. And if you want to sponsor any giveaways of your own, feel free to donate through PayPal or through through PayPal or through the Streamlabs. And just let me know in a message saying, hey, this money is for X. This money is for Y. Captain K-Man, thank you for the 7 lemon donations. Captain Poppy 10, thank you for the ice cream. And thank you for the lemon donation. Oh, it's crazy. Captain Gentry says, I am now a proud member of the Asgardian army, entering the army, the rank of Captain. Nice. That is freaking awesome, Captain Gentry. All right, so once again, these are the names that I've got. So remember, it's 50 cookies per ticket, max of 100. So if you don't have enough, it's not going to allow you to enter. You have to be a regular of the channel, which is set currently at 2 hours of watch time, which I think is fair. So I got Dean Heiss for 10, Captain Wingster for 70, Aiden Vickery for 50, Alex McCarthy for 100, Alex Martinez for 100, Mr. Peabody for 100, and Jeremy Swiggs, 50 entries. Peabody says, do these copies have digital codes? They do have digital codes, right? And I know that if Peabody wins, he'll probably send me his digital code or give it away to someone else, because it should be a American release or American exclusive. But yeah, it has the 4K disc, the Blu-ray disc, and a digital code, which you have the right to do with whatever it is you please. All right, Hammer's in for 50. Random Nerd of Doom is in for 100. So I got you that. Brad is not allowed to enter, says Stephanie B. Well, if he keeps on putting numbers that aren't allowed, then he won't be. All right. I think that we're just about at that time. So go ahead and put it in. 3, 2, 1. And it's closed. It is now closed. Brad, you missed it. Brad, you missed it. You missed it. All right. So the winner of the first disc is going to be Alex Martinez. Alex Martinez, claim your prize. Alex Martinez, claim your prize. Peabody then says, Brad can't enter because it's rigged. It's always rigged. It's always rigged against Brad, right? But Alex Martinez, claim your prize, good sir. He claims the prize. Yay, Alex Martinez. Email me, odinsmovieblog@gmail.com, and we'll get you set up with that. I'll try and get that out in the mail today. Or not today. This week. This week. All right, so that's the first winner. This second winner, the winner of the second and final edition of Rambo, First Blood, 4K edition, is going to be Hammer. Congratulations to Hammer. Hammer, claim your prize. Hammer, claim your prize, good sir. Hammer, claim your prize. Hammer, where are you? Is Hammer still in the house? Hammer says, yas! Hammer, congratulations, man. Same thing. Odin's movieblog@gmail.com. My Valks will drop that email in the description. Send me an email. Let me know who you are, just confirming who you are. And then I will get some information from you to where to send the Blu-rays. Congratulations. So congratulations to Alex Martinez and to Hammer. You guys are freaking awesome, as is everyone else on the channel. If you did not win, don't worry. We will have giveaways in the future. So thank you so much. Stop. Hammer time. Damn right, Laura. And also, as I said before, there's still a giveaway up live. And you know what? We're going to do it live. We're going to do it live. We're going to do it live because I gave people a chance to walk over to walk over to Subscribe Star. All right, so I'm going to pick my Subscribe Star winner live on air. Actually, no, I'm not going to do that because I still need to figure out how many copies I can afford. I need to check the PayPal account. I need to check the PayPal account to make sure I know how many to give away first. So I'll do that after the stream, though. So if you want a chance to win a John Wick 3 Blu-ray or 4K, it'll be winner's choice. I'm going to give away probably at least 2 copies I can afford, possibly 3. Go over and subscribe on Subscribe Star. If you are a $5 or up backer, you will see the John Wick 3 Blu-ray 4K giveaway post. All you need to do is leave a comment on it in the next few minutes. You will then be eligible, and then if you win, I will contact you, and we will find out how to get it best to you. And don't worry, my D-Live fam, I'm going to be filling up the chest quite a bit tonight. Quite a bit tonight. So D-Live fam, you just stay. Asgard says the first time I actually lost, and that's a good thing because Hammer never wins, and it's about time different people start to win. Alex McCarthy, it's about time to. But anyway, before we end the stream, let me give a huge shout out to some of my Subscribe Star, first off to my September patrons: animation commentator Baptist 702, Brian P, Dion, Edward Coleman, Elizabeth M, Entertainment Hacker, Enrique Evangelista, Frank the Tank and the Shawhan Wiener Dog Clan, Harold Francis, Heather Haskett, The Hunky Chunky Funky Monkey, Inflamed Wood, Idris Rap Productions, Jason Clark, Jeffrey Toon, JJ, Jonathan Jarenbeck, Matthew Kadish, Mad Mitch Dunaway, Mr. Peabody and his evil twin, Orange Hat Reviews, Outpost Dyer, Perpetual Punster, Riff Magos, Rosetta Allen, Sarlan Salato, Theodore Bendon, The DJD Show, Those Two Ball Guys, and What an ABC. Thank you so much for being amazing people. And to my Subscribe Star members, at this moment, we have to thank Drunken Welfare Man, Mr. Roy, Box, History Girl, Tina B, G2 Cool 99, Darkstar 57, Laura Story, Alice McCarthy, US 888209 Fast, Fan Addicts of Film, Dean Heiss, Harold Francis, Filming Professor, J. Rod the Beer Guru, Christian J. Murr, Rolando Scarfullery, Nebadanji Adams, and ZK Man. So huge shout out to Bruce and ZK Man for the gifts. Thank you so much. Again, I really appreciate those gifts that you sent. If you want to send me anything, there is a link to or in the description of the video, you can find my P.O. box and send me whatever it is that you want to send. I just ask that you let me know through email or through whatever it is that you did send something. That way I know that I should go check my P.O. box, because sometimes I'll go weeks without anything. And so I just want to make sure that I do check it and I do have it, so that way I can shout you out on stream. And if there's something that you don't want anyone, if you don't want me to shout you out, then you can let me know through the message also. So thank you so much, guys. You are freaking awesome, man. And Vickery, thank you so much for enjoying everything about this. We, again, appreciate having you here. Let's see. Let me just shout out a bunch of people real quick. We got Hammer, Peter Sharon, Ryan Summers, Captain Wingster, Brad, Alex McCarthy, Glonald Dover, Laura, Stephanie, Tina, Great Troll. We got Hyper X13. I think I got Bruce already. Aiden Vickery. We got Orange Hat Reviews. Alex McCarthy says, it is okay. I have First Blood on Blu-ray, just not 4K or digital. Oh, Alex McCarthy, dude. Stop being so greedy. Stop being so greedy, Alex. Ryan, you have a good one too, man. Brad Noble, I miss you, man. I miss you. D-Live people, stick around. Chest will be filled up in a second. Anyway, you guys are freaking awesome. Again, we will have a stream tomorrow on the channel, 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where my Chosen of Valhalla will be joining me. It'll be a lot of fun. It'll be a great conversation as always, and I'm very excited for that. And then Monday, we probably will not have a stream, and if that changes, I will let you guys know, of course, as usual. And I will be having a stream normal, like have my normal streams on Tuesday as well. Anyway, you guys freaking rock. Week away till we're celebrating a birthday here in Asgard. You guys freaking are awesome. Love you guys so much. Have a wonderful day, and as always, God bless. Captain Gentry, man, dropping in that 10 super chat. Says, forgive the double dipping, but I want to celebrate 100 hours of entertainment. 10 cents an hour sounded fair to me. Seriously, though, keep up the good work, Allfather. Each hour has been a pleasure. Well, Captain Gentry, dude, thank you so much, man. I really do appreciate that. Hammer, you're awesome. Hyper, you're awesome. Orange Eye Reviews, much love to you. Oh, Lord. All right, now I'm going for real. Anyway, have a wonderful day, guys, and God bless.